This is where it can get a little tricky. The trigger wizard is built with cascading options. When you select one action, you'll get one set of options for that action. And if you pick a different action, you'll see a completely different set. So, before you choose your option, always pick your action first. As you can see, when we change the action from jump to slide to show layer, the word slide automatically changed to layer. Now, let's look at each of the actions and see what options are available to us, starting with change state of. The first thing you'll probably notice is that there's now a third cascading option. Remember, states are minor variations in how an object appears or behaves on screen. We need to make sure we're assigning the correct state, or variation, to the correct object. When you select the object, a second window appears showing all of the objects on that slide. If you've built layers into your slide, those items will also appear grouped with the other objects on that layer. You should start to see why it's so important to rename the items on the timeline. Those names carry throughout storyline and make it easy to know exactly which item you're assigning an action to. After we've assigned the object, the next step is to identify the type of state change we want. We have two choices: toggle and set state. They both work in a similar way. Toggle is just a simplified version of set state. When you select set state, you'll see two main categories: built-in and drag and drop. The possible states are disabled, down, hidden, hover, normal, selected, visited, drag over, drop correct, and drop incorrect. If you've used the States panel to create a brand new state with a custom name, you'll see a third category called Custom, and your custom state will appear here. Here's what each one does, and how you might use it in your own course. Disabled means the object is visible but off limits. You might use this to prevent a learner from skipping ahead. For instance, setting the next button to disabled until all buttons on the slide have been clicked. Down appears the instant a learner clicks an object. It's that satisfying little feedback moment, a quick visual cue that says, "Yep, you just clicked that." Hidden keeps an object out of sight until it's needed. You might start a slide with something hidden and reveal it once the learner performs an action, or have it disappear again once that action is complete. Hover gives the learner a subtle hint that something's interactive, like a hyperlink that changes color when you hover your mouse over it. Normal is exactly what it sounds like, the object's standard appearance when nothing special is happening. Selected and visited often get confused because they look similar, but they tell slightly different stories. Selected is the "you just picked this state," temporary and flexible, letting the learner change their mind. Visited is the permanent one. Once the learner finalizes a choice, the object stays marked as visited so they know they've already interacted with it. Next, we have the drag and drop states. These are all about interaction and feedback. Drag over lights up a drop zone, signaling that an object can be dropped there. Drop correct and drop incorrect appear after submission, showing whether the learner's choice was right or wrong. If you choose toggle instead, the list is shorter. You'll only see hidden and disabled. Think of these as simple on-off switches to control visibility and access.